What's up, YouTubers? So this video is going to be titled My Embarrassing Moments. And so I was at work and I was thinking about some things, frequently they come across my mind because I'm like, oh, it's so embarrassing. You know how you embarrass yourself to the point where you just don't get over it? And I guess some people do, but I don't. When I embarrass myself, to a really terrible degree of embarrassment. So, I had 3 embarrassing moments in one night. And not only that, but they were embarrassments in front of famous people. Yeah, I know. So, first one, okay, so I was in Jacksonville and we were at the Funk Fest. So that night they had Ready for the World. I don't know who all was there exactly. I can't remember. I remember Kid Ready for the World, Keith Sweat. It was OJ's. It was a lineup of stars lined up. Oh my gosh, it was a really great show. And so Ready for the World was on the stage and they were singing blah blah. I was so drunk because I don't do drugs, but I drink. So I was drinking a little more than probably what I should have because we were drinking Hennessy and we had cognac, Ciroc, and oh man, I was so drunk. And all I know is I went to the front of the stage and I heard Ready for the World. I went up to the front and I was just screaming, Flint Town, through the whole performance. The top of my lungs, Flint Town! Flint Town. The girl next to me looked at me and she's like, you must be from Flint. At the time, it didn't seem embarrassing because, I was drunk. So I was too drunk to realize that I was embarrassing. So then, at the end of that performance, one of my homeboys from back home, he saw me and I was like, hey, what's up, blah, blah. He said, because I knew, a few of them already because they was back from home. So Willie Triplett was really good friend of his. So, and I already had known them from back home. So, he was like, I'm gonna go see my homeboy Willie. You come with me. I was like, oh, I know them already. I said I met them years ago. One of my boyfriends used to be in their band and stuff like that. And so, and they used to always do shows around. So it was no biggie there. He's like, oh, just come on then. So I went with him to the trailer. I was so drunk. And so Willie was like, well, I'm going to go up and help them set up for the next band, blah, blah, blah. Y'all want to go backstage? And we was like, yeah, shoot. So OJ's was the next one up on the stage, right? Oh my goodness, why? He said, all y'all gotta do is just stand here and be quiet. Don't say nothing. Nobody will bother you and they won't make it. So you can't say anything. Yes, you can. Just be quiet. But we were both drunk as heck. I'm talking about he and I both was drunk, If I was by myself, I probably could have done it, but I was with this fool. So, we back there just giggling and laughing because we think on freaking backstage and excited. We backstage and the OJ is coming through, and we being fans. We saying hello, we taking pictures. They mad as heck at us. They on freaking I can't think of which one it was. Looked over at us. We took a picture and was like, why are you taking my picture over here? So, we was asked to put your cameras away, blah, blah, blah. So we did that. Because we had our phones anyway. We didn't have cameras. So put your phones away. No pictures, no pictures. We put our phone away. And so we put our phone away. And then we were standing there. And then they went on stage, right? So they were back here performing. But, the backstage noise can come to the front. So we wasn't even paying attention to all that. So there's people who were sitting down in back of us, just sitting there, just chilling, like they was told to. But no, our black butts, we niggers, we were gonna cut up. So we did. So we thinking we doing something. So I done went down and got my friends and brought them back up, like, hey, let's take pictures. We taking pictures. I don't even know if I still got that picture or not. I gotta go look at my archives and see. Anyway, we took pictures and stuff like that. And so then the show started, and we back here just clowning. So we were still there. My friends, I went back and sat down. And so then security came and escorted us out. Like, he grabbed the dude, and I walked away before they grabbed me. But they grabbed him by his arm and was like, get out of here. It was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. And people was giggling at us like, see, I should set y'all butt down. So, or stayed quiet. So that was another one. And then my final embarrassing moment was that evening with my mom. I believe this was the same night too. So we decided, it was the county fair was there at the time. So we walked over. I was so drunk I don't know how I was walking. So my bestie was like, hey, my other friends, they was like, we're ready to go, blah, blah, back to the hotel, wherever they came from. And my bestie said, let's go to the club, nightclub. I said, okay, I'll go with you. But I'm so drunk, I don't know how I was, if it wasn't for the fact that I had on this high heel shoes, because those shoes, I was leaning on the heels, literally leaning on the heels to stay up. Literally leaning back to stay up. I was so freaking drunk. And so, Keith Sweat, I think it was Keith Sweat, sent someone over this, because, I was looking pretty good. I'm going to say I was ugly. So I was looking pretty good that night. And, but I had on sunglasses. And then I had sunglasses on in the middle of the club. It was dark. Because I was toe up. I was so drunk. I knew it. So, the guy walked over. He said, hey, somebody wants one of the guys. They want you to come over and have a drink with them, sit down with them, whatever. I said, I can't. I'm gone tonight. He said, why you got sunglasses on? I said, because I'm gone. I really am gone. He's like, you are? He said, yeah. I said, I'm gone. I'm really gone. He said, take your sunglasses off. I took my sunglasses off. My eyes was like, he was like, oh, okay. And he went on about his way. I was drunk. And plus, I'm married. I don't give. Anywho, so I was just like, that was another embarrassing moment for me, and I was like, Lord have mercies, why me? It's such an embarrassing. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but those are the moments that really just stick in my mind, like famous people just acting a fool in front of famous people, and there's really famous people there, and I was just not right, especially in front of the OJs that really just tore me apart. And I'm still to this day like so freaking embarrassed. And I was like, man, I'll probably, if I was to see them in person, I'd probably be on my knees like, please forgive me for being such a butt and not being respectful of your show and of your space. It was terrible. I swear. I know I shouldn't beat myself up about it, but that was an embarrassing moment for me, What were some of your embarrassing moments, Some moments that you just be like, oh, regret. I wish I could just turn back those few little minutes and just be better, And I know celebrities, they probably don't. They see people all the time, but in my thoughts, it just, I don't know. That negative impression always weighs on me kind of heavy, I guess. So what are y'all embarrassing moments that weigh heavy on you that you wish you could just turn back time just a few minutes and just shake yourself like, or whoever, shut up, wake up and do right. Oh, if I could just do that again, but I can't. So anyway, I have other embarrassing moments, but if I keep going on my other embarrassing moments, which actually I can tolerate those better. The ones I just mentioned were the ones that actually bothered me for the longest time. And I'm still, to this very day, at this age of 52, I'm still dealing with that. Every time I hear the songs by either one of those bands, or any one of them, I flash back to that moment again every single time and be like, oh gosh, why did you do that? Oh my God. So, yeah, that's where I be. All right. Drop me a line and let me know what y'all embarrassing moments are. Some stuff that, you ain't got to be serious, but things you just wish you just hadn't have done. Just make you just be like, I should have had a V8. That right there. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.